See, in the last online class, I had explained how to verify the PO when you put an equation in the proper canonical form. Uh, as I said, since the method is lengthy, and you need to multiply all the terms, and at the last when you do it, I suggest you to verify your answer by this method. And online class I had explained, but some of you had told me that you were not able to understand the explanation whatever I gave in the online class because of the network problem. So let me record it and send. So it is just my suggestion. You need not have to do this in your exam. For this, no marks will be given. It is just to check whether you have got the right answer or not. So I have taken two problems here. One is in POS form, the other one is in SOP form. So this is in POS form. As you can see, this is product of sum, POS form. And when you put this equation in the proper canonical form, you will get these max terms. Pi is written, so these are max terms. And for a POS, you will be getting max terms only. From max terms, you can write the mean terms. How do you write mean terms from this? This is the answer you have got. I am just explaining the alternative method to check your answer. This answer you would have got when you simplify this, when you put this in the canonical form. These are the max terms you have got. For this, the mean terms are what? If one is a max term, one is not a mean term. So 0 is a mean term, 1 is a max term, 2, 3 are mean terms, 4 is max term, 5 is max term, 6, 7. So these are mean terms and these are max terms. Now how to verify this? So for that, what you can do is, just look at the input question what they have given in the switching equation. How many variables are there? A, B, C. So write A, B, C. What is the first sum term you have? A bar plus B. When will you write A bar in POS? When A is taking 1, you write it as A bar. And B is taking 0, that's why we have written as B. So that means A is taking 1, B is taking 0. A is taking 1, B is taking 0. What is C? C can be either 0 or 1. It can be either 0 or 1, but what should be A and B? A and B should be 1, 0, 1, 0 only. That is what is the meaning of first sum term. So A bar, B. C can be either 0 or either 1. So what is the decimal equivalent value for this? 100 is what? 4. 101 is what? 5. Now take the second sum term. B plus C bar. That means what? B is taking 0. C is taking 1. B is taking 0. C is taking 1. B is taking 0. C is taking 1. But what is A? A can be either 0 or 1. So 0, 0, 1 is what? 1. 1, 0, 1 is what? 5. So what are the terms we have got? Pi of 1, 4, 5 is repeating 2 times. You can write only once. So that is what the answer you have got when you place this equation in the canonical form. For the other combinations, what is output? For the other combination, output will be 1, and that's why these are the, except these combinations, the remaining combinations will be your mean terms. So that's how you verify the answer. Take each sum term, put the value, the other variable will take either 0 or 1. Similarly, coming for this problem. So here, for this problem, I have got this answer. Now I am just checking whether this answer is correct or wrong. And this is a SOP equation. So now if you just simplify this, x plus x bar z bar y plus x bar z bar into z bar. Z bar into z bar is what? Z bar. So this equation you have simplified and you have got this answer. We had worked out this problem in the online class. You have got this answer. Now how to verify? How many variables you have? X, y, z. X, y, z are 3 variables. Now take the first term. What is this? X. What does it mean? This is an SOP equation. When do we write x? When the variable is taking 1. So write 1. So this is a product term. X means x variable is taking 1. What about y and z? Y and z can take 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. But what should be x for these combinations? 1. So these are the terms you get for the first product term x. What is that? 1, 0, 0 is 4. 1, 0, 1 is 5, 1, 1, 0 is 6, 1, 1, 1 is 7. And what is second product term? X bar, Z bar, Y. That means x bar 0, z bar 0, y is 1. That means x bar, z bar, y. So what is 0, 1, 0? This is a term you have got for x bar, z bar, y. That means 0, 1, 0 is what? 2. Then what is the third product term we have? X bar, z bar. That means x bar can take 0, z bar is taking 0. What is y? Y can take either 0 or 1, but this is x bar, z bar only. So these are the terms we have got for x bar, z bar. So what is 0, 0, 0? 0. What is 0, 1, 0? 2. So what are the terms you have? 0, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, and that is what the answer you have got when you place the equation in the canonical form. So directly you can get the mean terms or the max terms, but in the exam you have to write the canonical form and you can cross verify your answer. So for all the problems whatever you have solved, you can cross verify by this method. That's a method where you can easily know whether your answer is right or wrong. Okay.